Hey Esmeralda, how you doing? Probably missed you because of the had to go on and in my wizardry stream. Sorry, I'm eating dinner. Get this show on the road here for Love of the Game Tuesday night. And put the schedule up. Multi-streaming on YouTube tonight at JJ Plays Chess. Got JJ Plays Wizardry, JJ Plays Chess, and JJ Plays Arc Raiders, and I multi-stream specific content to those channels. My chess channel is my primary channel, and I have been working on that for 6 years. Looks like in the next month I'm going to hit 1,000 videos, shorts, and playlists with openings, and I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty happy with how that channel turned out. Discord put up as well, and new to TikTok. JJ's Chess Boxer Palace on Twitch.tv. JJ's Chess Boxer Palace on TikTok now, and I put all three content up on that format. We are Fantasiana. I just see she is in the arena tonight. She is always the first one to add. Very much appreciate her support from Indonesia. She's been playing since November 2024. Every day. She's only missed 4 days of the arenas. And we'll put the link up here. I'll go to live scene as well. So we'll get that going. And we'll pin the post. So that is the arena for tonight. I'll post it in both YouTube and on Twitch so you can see it here. Ah, my kitty's chowing my chair. Hey, princess, what are you doing? Princess, we love you. Yeah, I know you're there. She's the shy one. Shadow's the outgoing one. You might see him on the back of my chair or on the table today. And checking the YouTube feed. Okay. Looks to be all right. That's weird. Gotta widen my text screen here so I can get this copied and pasted over. There we go. And we'll be ready to roll shortly. Moska, how you doing? How's it going tonight? And that is the arena tonight. It is pinned in twitch.tv and on JJ's Chess Pots or Palace on Twitch, as well as JJ Plays Chess on YouTube. Shadow, come here. I'm going to have to go to the chat tab now and do this manually. I wish I didn't have to do it manually, but the amount of characters per line is not enough, so can't just put it in bulk form and post it, which is too bad. But I will do that. Come here, Shadow. Where are you at? So we are 20 minutes away. It takes me about 10 minutes, so please don't write in the chat tab. It will knock it off the screen. It doesn't scroll. So I've had it scroll twice. I don't know why, but then most of the time it just wipes everything. Excuse me. And I'm going to be eating too, so I apologize for that. But we'll get this going. And if you're in Twitch tonight and you use channel points, please let me know. Put some emojis up or something, flash the screen a couple of times so that I see it. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry I missed on Eliza's, but I paid back the favor on Monday night during chess puzzles. Come here, Shadow. I see it. Come on. I know. You always got to greet everybody before we start. Yes, you're amazing. Kids are my kids. And so I went ahead and it was the 10,000 channel points, lose the glasses. So I had to do all the puzzles without glasses last night, which was a little tough. I missed more puzzles than I usually normally do. But that was okay. It was fun. And then got to play Elias, who rocked me with the Polish opening. Then played Penguins Plays Chess, and he got me in the end game with a really brilliant freaking couple of moves. Fell right into it. And then I did win my last game against Maya, who is a new subscriber to my Twitch channel, and that helps out. I very much appreciate that. And, from China. And that was a battle the whole way. So we had chess challenges and chess puzzles last night. I am going to start with the chat tab, so please bear with me. I probably won't be seeing the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat, and I apologize, but I do have to get this going. We got 18 minutes before this starts. It's 3-2 unrated Blitz tonight. Had another person banned that was playing in our arenas. That played me on not this Monday, but last Monday. I was kind of surprised actually too. Be with everybody shortly. Hey, Ricky, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, let me get these links copied up. There we go. Good to hear, Ricky. Good to hear. Alrighty. If you want to chat throughout the arena, you can come into twitch.tv. Following is free. And subbing, of course, helps me out, but I don't expect it. So just like JJ Plays Chess on YouTube, subbing is free. Following on twitch.tv is free as well. And appreciate everybody. Not tonight. I play on Monday nights, so 6:30 p.m. PST on Mondays. Definitely will play, but I do these arenas. I've got stuff going on throughout the day, so sometimes I can stay in and play, but I just finished the Wizardry stream and I failed, which was... I was on a zero corrosion run and I thought that I got it done, but I didn't. I need to find 3 keys and I only found 1. I had done it completely and ran into a bug. And there is 7 suns, is that right? It's small on my screen because I've got it really small. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. But yeah, absolutely, I'll play on Monday. Monday nights, chess puzzles, first half hour to an hour, depending on if any challenges come in. Unrated challenges only. And it was a good game. It was a very good game against Maya. That was really fun. She's a good player, really good player. And I am a classical player. My speed ratings on chess.com suck because I just never played speed chess until I started on chess.com, and only twice face to face. And if you watch how I do puzzles, it takes me time to look at every square, and I time out. Somebody actually did stats on me. I play at an 85% clip, and I time out 75% of the time, which is way too slow, which means that you can't teach an old dog new tricks, especially when I'm almost 70 years old, 70 this year. So we will have those puzzles and I'll have those challenges unrated and take those on Monday night, 6:30 p.m. next Monday. Of course, for love of the game, Tuesday night it's 3-2 unrated Blitz. I have finished the rules for tonight, Guideline Rules, and I am a stickler. I do report people if I see something that is not kosher or something not right, as well as if an excessively high elo comes in late to the arena to farm a medal. Give 2 warnings, then I blow up like a chipmunk. So the reason being, I want these fair. It's not fair to everybody that registers early and gets the arena started to have somebody that's 1,000 elo higher than them come in and take a medal from them. Let these guys play. And also want the arenas to be fair, and that's why I do not talk about position during these. A lot of people said, well, why don't you talk about the position while it's being played? It's because they can see me on YouTube at JJ Plays Chess. They can see me on twitch.tv at JJ Chess Pots Palace, and they can also watch on Mammoth Bonus on chess.com and hit the binoculars. So we do get a lot of people watching from all three. People have their fan favorites. It's really cool. That's starting to take off. I think that's awesome. And Fantasia Jazz, good morning from Indonesia. Good evening from the Oregon coast. We are getting ready. 6 minutes to go. I'm going to read those. Then we'll set up. I'm going to take a couple bites of my dinner. And I will put the high cap up tonight as soon as the arena starts. So it's going to take me about a minute or two as the arena starts to not do the play-by-play, but focus so everybody sees that high cap. It's the highest registered ELO player at arena start. I add 99 to it. So if it's an 837, it'd be 899. If it's a 1342, it'd be 1399 or less. You can come in late. Have no problem with that. Just do not go over the cap. And if you're 1 point over, you're still over. That's how I feel. Let these guys play. Come in on Friday Night Blitz or Saturday Night Rapid or next week on For Love of the Game Tuesday, which is going to be a Rapid next week because it rotates. Guidelines for tonight's 3-2 unrated arena. Fair play policy. No cheating, no AI, no smurfing, no excessively high elos coming in late to farm a medal. The highest elo registered at arena start is the high cap for tonight. Cap will be posted below as well as in live streams when the arena starts. You can be late, just do not be over the cap. I give 2 warnings, then report, and I do report. Live streamers and title players on titled accounts are welcome. Do not come in on an alt. Suspect play and players will be reported, especially on new accounts. We get a lot of that. I want this arena to be fair playing field for all players, and the reason being, it protects not only people that watch me on Twitch, but from people that play on chess.com and people that play from YouTube. And when people come in and mess with the arena, not only do the players drop out fast and we go down to about 1 game for the rest of the arena, but people never come back if it's their first experience here. If they run into a cheater, they're done. And that isn't cool. And the other consequence of that is the viewers. They know when people are cheating too. They watch. And they have their favorites and they enjoy it. And I'll lose 75% of viewers that watch the arena. So I'm really a stickler on it. And I have no problem reporting you on live stream. I have no problem doing it. I've been wrong. Feed a master. And I knew him. But all he had to do was tell me. But I won't go into it. But that was one. But we also have had 31 people over 2,000, 2,200 and above that have been banned that played my arena's live stream. And I've been running these since June 2024. 31. And at times in early January of 2025, there was 15 to 30 players a month banned, stealing 10 to 15 medals from legit players. Now it's gone down to about 9 a month and about 4 or 5 medals. But they still do it. And let's have a perfect world. Let's play for fun. It's not about one person. It's not about showing off and being a 200 Elo and beating 2200s and going 35-0 on a Smurf account. It's not. It's about having fun. It's about enjoying the moment. Be fair. Play fair. Everybody has fun, and then they come back. So we got 2:14 left. I do want to check here on Penguins. Just got a new best rating in Bullet. Great to see, Penguins. Congratulations. Penguins is 2,100 in each account. So, of speed chess. So we'll look at the standings here from right now. We do have 4 people. So 2104 Penguins is going to play tonight. And I'm going to ask him to stay out a couple nights just so these guys can get, because he's way higher than anybody else, but not tonight. He can play 2199, but every once in a while just kind of let these guys play so that they get a chance at medals too. But 2199 is a cap right now. Now, if somebody comes in higher, then they are the high cap. So you guys can come in late. Just don't be over 2199. 108 left to go. Anakin, how you doing? Bella's in. Anakin's in. We only have 4 tonight for this Blitz. It's been really weird. Whatever night you want, just take one off. That's all I ask Penguins. That way we get these guys at like a 1300 cap. I think that'd be cool. Because the last 2 weeks we've been at 21.99, and we have lost a lot of people playing because they get scared about that, but they don't realize how good a player you are. And it's cool to play you. They don't realize that. So 21 seconds to go right now. The cap is 21.99 or less. Alias is in tonight. That's going to be a big one. Bella Maurice, both perennial medal winners. We've got Anakin Skywalker Good, who just won his first medal, which was gold about a month ago, and we are underway, so I've got to do the high cap. It'll take me 2 minutes, and let me write that. Your rules are in the chat tab tonight. And I've got to copy and paste it so everybody sees it. We'll do that. We'll get this going. Sounds good, Penguins. That's cool. Try to have a mid-range arena on Friday then. I'll put it in the description on the club and in Discord so everybody knows. Thank you, man. Okay, we are ready to roll. 58:36 now, and only 5 players playing tonight. We've had really low turnout the last 2 weeks. Usually it's like 30 to 40. So Alias and Penguins right off the bat. This is a good matchup. Alias is pretty darn good, but resigns against Penguins, and Penguins, the international player, 2104. Called the high cap tonight, registered early, platinum member, versus Alias 36 from Hong Kong, SAR, China, and a perennial medal winner in the events that I've held for probably the last 7 months. It's done really well in our arenas. Bella Maurice and Anakin Skywalker good now. Anakin winning his first medal last month was gold, and it was in a $13.99 Elo or less arena. Anakin, 719 from Indonesia, is friends with Fantasiana. Both from Indonesia, have been playing for over a year now. Belle Maurice, 1360 from France, also a perennial medal winner here. She does extremely well, has a good fan base, as well as Fantasiana as well. And Bella Maurice with the white pieces, we move on to Fantasiana chess and Alias. Fantasiana is getting better, and she is so improved. She started about 100 Elos now. I think around getting close to 900 in rapid, and 583 now on the high end of the 500 Elos, but has had some huge upsets in this arena. Michelle Amy being one of them. Michelle being a fan favorite here as well from Canada. Canada 1900 Elo as I spit out some of my dinner. Damn. Anyway, 1900, and she is a really solid player, legit player from Quebec. She came in with Faye Fireheart. I'm like, oh, you're two-timing now, huh? You're two-timing, Amy. What the hell? Anyway. Faye is amazing. She has supported my channel and has subbed to my channel, which I don't get enough subs to be able to do that. I did it for the first couple months, but I just can't do it at this time. Don't get a lot of views, don't get a lot of subs, but very much appreciate Faye Fireheart. She has been on fire this year. And Grizzly was awesome also came in, and he has played my arenas as well. So has Faye. Epic Elias, Elias the Kid on Twitch, Epic Elias on YouTube, Profiteer Gaming, Radical Gaming. So we have a lot of love from the other streamers with this play-by-play arena. And Alias with a winner. And there's a mate, nice mate right down the line. Right down the line with that F-pawn, protecting that G3, saying that king ain't moving here. Rook and queen. Penguins plays chess now in Fantasiana. We're going to go to Bella Maurice in the final minute against Anakin Skywalker. Good, Anakin. We were so proud of Anakin getting his first medal. Fantasiana has gotten 2 golds. They were lower Elo High Caps. Very much appreciated. And she did really well. She's had 2 silvers, 2 and a bronze. Got a bronze 2 weeks ago in a high Elo event. That was fantastic. She's getting better. So is Anakin. Anakin's a good player as well. Bella with the white pieces in this one. Anakin with the dark pieces in this one. We're going to watch this. This is a 3-2 for love of the game. Blitz tonight. Rotates. Bullet, Blitz, Rapid, and then Chess 960 Freestyle. And Anakin takes her to the house, and that's a huge upset. Big win. Big win for Anakin. Good for Anakin. And I'm sure Bella will be the first to congratulate Anakin with that one. Wow, that was pretty. And Anakin on the board with 2. Back to Penguins. We'll go to the leaderboard in about 20 minutes, and then we'll show more of the games. But right now, there are not a lot of games playing. It's really surprising how low of a participation it's been. I'm not sure if another streamer is running at the same time we are, but I've been running these since June, so I hope they wouldn't do that. But, you know, if they are, I might have to adjust it. That was really good. That was a nice mate. And there is a winner. Penguins over Fantasiana. Penguins with the white pieces in this one. 5 points on the board. Anakin's getting strong. He's doing really well. That gold medal really put him into going, hey, I can do this. We have new players adding, and you can add late. There's no problem. Just don't come in over the cap at $21.99. And Juanitas from the Philippines, 724 Elo with the black pieces, and Alias 36 is the winner from Hong Kong SAR China with the white pieces in this one. Penguins down versus Bella Maurice. This is going to be a good matchup here. Bella with the black pieces, Penguins with the white pieces, of course. Bella trying to get on the board. Penguins with 5 already. Anakin Skywalker good and Fantasiana, and this is bragging rights right here. Indonesia in the house. And they've been playing for over a year here. And this is going to be a good battle. Anakin about 200 Elo. About 130 Elo difference in this one. About 200 Elo difference in Rapids. And but Fantasia shocked him the other night. That was good to see. Keep him on his toes. But this is bragger rights. Fantasia with the black pieces, Anakin with the white pieces. We only have 6 players tonight, which is crazy. That would be the lowest ever we've ever had. So I don't know what is going on with that, but that is kind of a crazy thing. There might be somebody running. I'm going to have to check, go up on the stream. If anybody wants to check to see if one of these live streamers is running a tournament at the same time now that I am, because that might be a problem for me anyway. I was not told that. I watch my opponent, and there may be position or play that means I do not want to castle to the same side. I also don't want to always castle first unless the opening really is beneficial for that. But, I mean, in my play, there's times when I don't castle. Because let's say that I get a situation where I take his queen off the board and my opponent is not permitted to castle because I have to take the queen with the king, for example, right? Do you want to castle early on king side or queen side and be away from that king in the middle? Especially if it's an endgame and it's equal, and the king has a better chance to move up front for the one that didn't castle, and into play and into the center. You know, I mean, I don't know, that may be the way it is now, I don't know. But back in the day, I was never told that. I was told to watch the position and castle accordingly. And I've castled wrong before, no doubt. To the wrong side, and wished I hadn't. But that might be something that's new. That, you know, it's new technique, and, you know, stats go to that. I don't know. I really don't know. But I've never heard of that before. And Penguins over Bella. We only have 6 players. It's crazy. Alias now and Penguins. We're going to go to that one. This is a great game right here, so I'm going to switch back really fast. But I do want to say Penguins is the black pieces and Alias has the white, and it's 9-5 right now between the two. It's going to be really close. And we are going to go back to this game. What a battle. Fantasia with the black pieces. Anakin with the white pieces. Hi, I don't know, is some live streamer having a arena tonight? Crazy. We've had low turnout for a week. Usually around, I think the lowest one was like 14, the other was 19. The lowest we've ever had is 8 for a Swiss tournament and 9 for an arena. And I've been running these since 2024. But never 6. And it could be that the 2100s, the 2000s, the live streamers are preventing people coming in. I don't know. Battle between Fantasiana and Anakin, man. Bragging rights from Indonesia, for Indonesia in this one. It's great to see him. We only had 5 registered too. That was interesting tonight. But if anybody, can maybe look, see if somebody else is running an arena tonight, same time I am. Usually, I've had, they don't do it, and that's been, I very much appreciate it because they get way more viewers than I do. I'm more of a classical player, so I'm not as good at speed chess. But usually there's a 2-hour difference, so they're on Central Time. So when they run at 6:30, 7 o'clock my time, it's a 2-hour difference, so it's only 5:30. But if they've moved it up, then that might be what's happening. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. I'll have to look at VODs. Might have to adjust these. Thank you, appreciate it. I didn't think it was fair, Chris. Grizz lives near Edmonton, so it might be an hour difference, I think. Might be a 2-hour difference. Boy, it is really intense here, and they are playing solid. Oh, what a draw. Anakin playing the draw. Boy, that was clutch, but boy, did Fantasiana play well. Anakin did too. What an intense game. There was a couple of moments where I thought they might have done a little bit of a different tactic there, but get that draw, that was epic. What an epic match to start us off. Only 6 players tonight. Penguins now. And I talked to him. We talked, as everybody saw, that we talked today. And he's not going to play on Fridays. So On Friday, I'm going to put in the club and in Discord that let's let the medium level Elos have a chance at medals. So we're going to try to not allow people. I'm probably going to cap it early. Say something like 1,500 or less, or 1,400 or less for tonight. I think that's going to be a special. I might have to do that once a week, you know. But we'll see. We'll adapt, whichever happens. Penguins with 9 points tonight. Alias can give them a run. And as you can see, Alias does play extremely well. So we're watching. I mean, there's only 2 games going at the moment. I do want to get Bella Maurice and Anakin. Anakin with a heck of a save in that last one. Fantasiana was on fire. Playing great. What a great game to start us off. Bella Maurice with the white pieces now, and Anakin with 3 points. Going to go back to Alias and there was a winner, and Alias with the upset, and Penguins is tied. Oh my God, I switched at the wrong time. I switched at the wrong time, and oh my. Both are tied at 9, so there's only going to be 6 players. If there's only going to be 6, there's going to be 3 winners, you know? Absolutely real. Absolutely puzzles out. Not only puzzles, but you know, I have a diamond membership, so I like the insights to see how I play. I really like the insights. I think that's a huge thing, and I also like the video lessons, and they're free for diamond members. So I've been playing the Petrovs since 1973. I played the center opening, and I've been trying to branch out on different openings. You know, and I do play like the Slav, and I don't play the French too much. Every once in a while, Carol Khan, and the Sicilian Dragon, I like that as well. But from my main openings, I adapted it to a Scotch, and I actually do very well with it. And it's not a Scotch gambit, but it's a little bit different way to play the Scotch. And I have such a strong endgame over players of equal elo that it keeps me in games against higher rated players, and that's why I beat Class A and Class B face to face. And you know, I beat some experts too, but the haven't beat a title player. I did get a draw with one in a tournament, so that was back in high school. But with those video lessons, they are really good, and they're like 20 minutes long. I also really believe that you should do the chess lessons, especially those players that have been coming back and haven't played chess for a while. The beginning chess lessons are very good to go over the basics, and I went through the beginning and intermediate and then stopped doing them, and then finally went and got the advanced little badge. And actually I went, oh boy, I did not know that. I was never taught this. There were a couple things that I did not know, and it proved my game on here. But in speed chess, I am just not a very good speed chess player, and I know it, and I get a little bit worried about time controls, and I take too much time, and I don't play as solid as I do over the board in classical play. White with the Wimbella getting on the board against Anakin, and Bella says you beat me once, not twice. And we are back to it. So, Fantasia and Penguins. It's going to be look like these 2-4. I don't know. There was one player that popped in and then just didn't come back. And Alias and Bella Maurice. Alias with the white pieces in this one. And Fantasiana with the white pieces with 1 point on the board. We are going to go to double screens. So Bella Maurice and Alias 36. This should be a barn burner. Bella with 2. Alias tied for first currently with 9 points, and Fantasia on chess versus Penguins. Penguins has 9 points. 21.99 or less. You can come in late. Just don't come in over the cap. And just play fair. That's all we ask. So I'm really surprised that we aren't getting a lot of players in. Usually we do fine on Tuesdays. In fact, the most we ever had on Tuesday was 122 players, and that was chaos, but it was fun. That was pure chaos. Happened on April 1st of all things. April Fool's Day, 122 people. That was the highest ever in any of my arenas. 93 in Friday Night Blitz and 87 on Saturday Night Rapids. But the last 3 to 4 months, we've been getting an average of 40 a night, sometimes 50 on Saturday night. Now, last week was the worst we've ever had on Saturday night. So it was, I was really surprised. Had some good live streamers in there. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, that was not a big night. I was expecting a big night tonight, but only 6 players. I'm really surprised. 36 minutes to go. We'll go to the leaderboard, but this is going to give 3 people a medal. And, you know, it's anybody can get that. They're going to have to go head-to-head, and it gives them good experience going head-to-head against these same players. So, I mean, it's with Eliason, with Penguins, you know, Chess Asylum. Fantasia has really, really improved. Her openings have improved by watching these people play. And, of course, Chess Asylum is a USCF expert. Radmaster 09 USCF expert. And the openings improved, the big game improved, the end game improved. And I remember when Fantasiana didn't know how to mate, was getting into an advantage in the end game. Now it's, man, you better watch it. I'm very thankful that people are coming in and registering, and we get the 4 to start it, because I had to usually abandon. So I've lost a couple of games to people that, you know, by abandonment, but played Fantasia in the last daily tournament that we had. We're going to try to run another one. I tried to run a Christmas special, and nobody, we couldn't get people in, and tried to run 2 of them, one in Chess 960 and in regular 24-hour dailies, and there's a winner. And Alias over Bella, and Alias takes a lead now with 13 points. So Fantasia chess and Penguins. Penguins with the black pieces, Fantasia with the white. You're playing a 2100 player and you have a position like this, you should be pretty happy about that. And Fantasia needs to work on her blitz rate, because I think she's totally improved. So the biggest problem we're going to run into is a musical chair scenario where everybody's playing each other. And then it'll shut down the arena. So, but hopefully we'll get some more games in. Bella should be proud of her performance in these arenas. She does extremely, extremely well. She represents every time she plays. Every time she plays. And there is a winner, and Penguins taking down Fantasia. So 32 minutes left. There's another game, and it's going to be Penguins and Alias. We're going to watch this one. See if anybody else. Biggest thing I say, even if you have an off night, keep playing. That's how I feel about it. Especially when I play in the arenas, which I don't play much in the arenas. If somebody asks me to play in their arenas, I will play on their live stream arenas. My ratings are crap. I mean, I'm a way better player than my ratings are, and I just don't put any effort into Boulder Blitz. In Rapid, I've lost like 300 points to being smurfed on puzzles and chess challenges night after night. When I used to take rated games, I think I'm down at 1,200 now on freaking Rapids, and I went down. I started taking rated games again, and with 1401 down to like 11, and then came back up. But all last year, it's just horrible. And face to face, even though I'm 1470 and I've had some health issues preventing me from playing in these USCF tournaments since 2011, and the last one was 2024 when I got COVID and was out 9.5 weeks. I'm probably 1,700 over the board, maybe 1,800. So we're going to go to Fantasia on chess and Bella, and this is going to be in the small screen. I'm going to put Penguins up here with Alias, since this is going to be a battle like it always is. Fantasia on chess with the white pieces, Bella Maurice with the black pieces in the small screen. 14 seconds before we go to the leaderboard, but I'm going to wait until this game. Bella Maurice. Bella Maurice. Quick bishop queen. Said, I am not taking any more of this. And we're going to go to that game really quick. And it's like, I am going for a quick mate, and boom! Oh boy, I missed. Hold on, I hit out of it by accident. Let me get the. That's why you have the link in Twitch, so I can just click right on it. Go to the standings here. And Juanitas only played one game and lost from Philippines. Should have stayed in, actually, because everybody scored tonight, which is cool. There's only 6 players. I can't, we've never had it this low. We've never had it this low. And we'll just have fun. That's the way it is. So, thank you. Yeah, I got the sneezies. But Alias right now, 4 wins, 1 loss. On fire with 4. And I'm sorry I just lost that game, and I'll put it back up. And I'll probably not get there in time. But also Penguins, 4 wins, 1 loss. It's 13-11. Penguins lost his last one. So Bella Maurice, 2 wins and 3 losses for 4 points in the bronze position. Anakin Skywalker did good. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, 3 points. Right there as well. Fantasia on chess, 1 draw and 4 losses. And that Anakin Fantasiana game has probably been the best of the night. Anakin upsetting Bella Maurice was huge as well. But right now it is Alias, Penguins, and Bella Maurice 1, 2, 3. And we are watching Penguins and Alias. These games might shut off because there might not be enough players. If we don't have anybody come in. 6 people tonight. Crazy. Lowest I've ever seen. And pardon me while I eat. Got a great battle here. So new all-time low participation. First time since 2024, June. And there's a winner, and that is Penguin. Penguin said, hey, wait a sec. I'm not going to let you run away with it, Alias. Penguin's now 14-13 in the lead currently. It's going to be a battle right down to the very end. Bella playing Penguins. Should be a great game here. Fantasia on chess playing Alias. Yeah. We're going to key on Fantasia on chess and Alias. And then Bella Maurice and Penguins in the small screen. Penguins has black in that one, and Bella, from France, she has the white pieces. So 6 games tonight. Ain't kidding. I'm glad I only ran it an hour. Could you imagine if I put it for an hour and a half? Actually, I had a clean wizardry run. I just ran out of time, and then I thought I had the key for the. There's supposed to be, I think, 3 places. I only saw 1 exclamation part. I hope that's not messed up. But I will try it again on Thursday night to make a run back there. I had to go back and wheel back and start over at the Zone 7 doll, but it's a great game. I've been running into some bugs, but we did have a clean run tonight. I just ran out of scales and spells, and I decided to try the corrosion with only finding 1 of the keys, and I couldn't find the others, and so it really took me down. And if those are missing now, I can't get by it. That's going to be horrible. We'll see. But that got over at about 6 o'clock p.m. tonight, so I had to hustle. Really surprised that we had 6 tonight. I think we have 14 for Saturday and 19 for Friday night. Sorry about that. didn't expect 6, though. I might come in and play some Arc Raiders tonight and just make a special Arc Raiders. I already did the Wizardry. I mean, I could go back and do the Wizardry. And Bella Maurice over Penguins in a big game that we saw on the small screen. It did, oh, nice back rank mate. And of course, I get an unrated challenge on Monday, 6:30 p.m. PST. This is a special arena. Anybody can enter, and it is a 3-2 Blitz. Unrated tonight. And I did it again. Gosh darn it. Let me. What the heck? I did it again. Somebody sends me a challenge, I get a little bit confused. We only have 6 players tonight. And Fantasia and Alias going head to head. So 21 minutes left. And it's going to get to the point where they play each other, and nobody's going to be playing. So it might be a snoozer tonight, but it's going to be a great ending. Really close between Penguins, Alias, Bella, and Anakin. And Fantasia can pull off some upsets here. She can get into the mix. The other person played 1 game left. So there is a winner, and it is Alias. Nice mate. Nice mate. Penguins down, Fantasia on it. Penguins with 14. Playing with the white pieces. Alias and Bella Maurice, another head-to-head. Bella with 7 now, getting back into it. Alias in first with 1 point lead with 15 points. Watch Penguins in the small screen with the white pieces in this one against Fantasia. Had a lot of players play over the holidays, and as well as, especially on Saturday night, for love of the game, the last couple of weeks has been pretty low, under 20 on Tuesday night. But that's the original that we started for, that me and McGat started for June, I think it was mid-June of 2024. And then we added Friday Night Blitz also in June. And then Saturday Night Rapids came in January 2025. All 3 were really popular. The ones that weren't popular were the Monday Night Bullet. That's why I do the chess puzzles and take the chess challenges on that night. Even Monday Night Bullet got more people than 6 players. And then Sunday Night Freestyle, which got twice the amount of people on as Monday Night Bullet, but it just wasn't as popular either. So decided to put it in the rotation for the love of the game Tuesday night. So it rotates from Bullet, Blitz, Rapid, and then Chess Night 60. So it'll be a Rapid next week. Then we have Friday Night Blitz, of course, and then Saturday Night Rapid. This week it'll be another Blitz, so it's tonight is a Blitz, and then Friday Night Blitz, and then Saturday Night Rapid. It should have more players than this, hopefully. We'll see. Yeah, I was lucky to focus on endgame early on and be taught endgame early on. And I think it got me to the point in over-the-board classical play, I can play with anybody. I'm not scared of anybody. I don't even care if they're a FIDE master. In fact, I played the one FIDE master, and I wasn't going to show my A game. He wasn't going to see Petrovs. He wasn't going to see my opening that I would play in the tournament. And, you know, depending on the opening, I may not even get to play Petrovs, but, you know, first two games, I just want to see what the openings were. That's all I wanted to say. So, and he smoked me. I mean, he drank me. And I was a gracious loser, and I was totally cool to him. But next week, I just played a little bit better to the mid game. And that's what I was taught to do, you know. You got a tournament coming up in 3 weeks, and that's what you're supposed to do. And so he never saw my A game. And probably a good thing with the comments that he made. But John Chubb was totally shocked. Played John for a couple years in the club here, and we matched up in 2009, and he wasn't ready for it. And a lot of skill games, And he came into that, and he got white draw in that fourth round, and I was like, oh, jeez. And he knew I was playing Petrovs. He just knew it. So he studied the night before. We'd been at the bar together playing chess. He wanted to play me. I said, no, we have a chance to match up. And we had a really good talk after the game. He goes, oh my God, I didn't know you were that strong. Know me for a year and a half, you're 3 months. He goes, dude, I am wiped, and I have to play the 5th round. And he did. He predetermined draw, predetermined simultaneous. And all he had to look over at me, and I was winning in the 5th round. I would took 7th place in that tournament instead of tied for 3rd. And they put me as 4th because the guy had a high rating. I did get the under whatever awards and won money, but the in that one. But he was expecting Petrovs. He knew I was going to play it. Didn't happen. I played the freaking closed Sicilian on him. Well, he closed it, but I played the Sicilian, and he never seen me play the Sicilian because I didn't play it since high school. I had to remember it from memory, but I was thinking, God, I got to play something against him. It's probably an echo because I've got two mics, and that's for our creators, so it's a little bit of an echo. Hello, Potzer. Hello, Potzer. Hello, Potzer. Can you hear that? How you doing, man? So 21.99, Elo or less tonight is the cap. We got 13 minutes to go. Only 6 players, lowest turnout ever. I don't know if somebody else is running a tournament at the same time now. I don't know. But we've been running this since June 2024 at the same time. a drop by Bill. That was clutch. And now it's a close three-way tie down the stretch, nose to nose. Everybody is right there. Only 6 players tonight. There's going to be 3 winners, 50% win rate for medals. That's pretty cool, real. That's pretty cool. I like the pawn end game. I mean, really like the pawn knight end game because I love my knights. And there is a winner, Penguins over Alias. It's 1915, and Bella has moved up as well. So Bella and Penguins with 12:01 left. It's a 3-2 unrated blitz tonight. Cap was 21.99. I don't know if that scared people away. 19 points tonight for Penguins, and we're going to run a 1,500 and lower for Friday night. We're just going to make a cap on before it starts. For that blitz, to give the lower rated players a chance. Hey, Laz, what's up? Let me look. Speaker, mic, J-Labs. It's turned off. Real Tech, video capture. Oh, the video capture. That's what's doing it. How's that? We got an echo in there now. How's the echo now? Yeah, it was my video capture on my camera. I guess I had the mic off for it, but I guess the video capture had the mic on. I'd rather have a night. Real. Thank you, Bots. Thanks for bringing it up, man. I wouldn't have seen it. Appreciate it. I do have to turn that on, though, for arc rays. So I'll have to turn that on. See if people hear me when I play that. Because when I'm live streaming, this mic goes to my live stream, and that mic above the computer goes to my game. Arc rayers only, though. And it depends on the position with a bishop and a knight, but I would rather have a knight in the end game than a bishop. Especially in a closed position, if the knight can get out. If the knight can get out, then I love that. Open position, you know, I might want to have a bishop, but I've had some early on games from JJ Plays Chess, and if you really look at some of the early games where they go into a knight game, there was 3 passed pawns against me with a knight, and I was all the way on the king side of the board, and I had to run over for the FGH files. And, or let's see, wait, board's turned around. It would have been the ABC. No, it would have been, yeah, it would have been ABC. And file, and I had to run all the way over and ended up stopping all 3 pawns and getting a draw. But there's a lot of games with me with knight play, and I do my best with really, really decent with the knight. And there's times you got to lock it up, just take the draw. Make sure those pawns can't get out. Cover those squares that are weak, that they can't move through. But face to face, I can play with anybody. May not beat them, but comfortable at, if I can get to an end game equal, even down one, I got a shot. Seven minutes left. Now, Alias and Fantasia on a chess plan. Going to Penguins and Bellamarines. Bellamarines with the white pieces. Alias with the white pieces in the small screen. 7-11 left. It's knowing where that knight moves. And you know, I really think chess.com lessons, beginning, intermediate lessons, you should go through all of them. And the reason being is they show how the knight moves. And I know it's basic lessons and everybody learned it. But when you can see patterns of where that knight can move and what that knight can do, in the 2026 Daily Chess Championship, if you look at, not this last game, but the game before that, it came down to two knights. And whoever had the best knight play was going to win it. And I was down for most of the game. But I made a perfect push on H1 that looked like a sack, but it wasn't. And what it did was it brought my knight back so that I had two passers. And I could be on the 8 file and the 8 rank, excuse me, and protect both of them. And he'd have to run his king down there and take it out. He was reluctant to do so. I got his other pawn off the board. Now I got two passers against that knight. That knight can not be in two places at one time. And they're spread out on the C and G file. With the knight on E1, knight on E8, excuse me, protecting them both. So he went, tried to take my knight, and I had to make a pawn move up to, so my king was actually where the black king is. And that way his knight couldn't sacrifice, take the pawn, and then I moved to take the knight, and then he takes my other pawn, and it's a draw. So I had to push up, and then it was the point where he tried to run down and take the knight. Now I've got a king and a pawn that's passed, that's promoting, moving. And I'm just sitting there with my knight, letting it hang, because if he takes it, then I move 2 moves up and he can't catch me. And it puts too much pressure on his knight to be able to cover both areas. But I am a very solid knight player. It's always been my favorite piece ever since high school. $3.59 left. And there's a winner in Penguins with the win over Bella. And now we go to Alias and Fantasia. I'm surprised. Anakin had a great start. I'm surprised that he left, but he always helps out and plays. And there is the winner from Alias with 17 points. We've got 3:18 to go, and Fantasia and Penguins now. They're playing musical chairs, so they've all played each other. So that's going to be a rough one. $3.05 left. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. Sorry we only had 6 players, but hey, I think they're getting some good reps against each other, and that's always good. Want to stay away from the standings until it's over. I didn't see last month's. What is it? Still at 100,000 for fair play and 100,000 for abuse. I do too. That's why I like doing this for you guys. I'm surprised at the turnout the last couple of weeks, but you know, it is what it is, and it comes and goes, and not that slow ever, but a little worried about it. But as long as you guys are having fun, I'm going to run them. It's now up to 150,000 banned accounts for a month for fair play and 299 for abuse. Hey, Radical, how you doing, Radical? By the way, Friday night, I'm going to make a cap on it beforehand. I want this to be like a, probably a 1,500 or less night. Hey, Rad, how you doing, man? I'm just going to say it now. I'll put it in the, when I put it up Thursday night, I'm just going to say it's going to be, the cap's going to be 1,500 for tonight. 1,500 or less. And see what the turnout is. And hopefully everybody will play in it. I could put it at 800 or less to see how many people came in. But, you know, I don't have a boob button to knock anybody out, but I'm going to ask everybody if the high-rated players would stay out for a night on Friday night and then play Saturday. If that's cool with you guys, I think it let these guys try to get a medal between themselves. And it takes out like USC night and Alias, who's, you know, plays so well. But it's just one night, and I think it gives a chance for everybody else to play. Just try it for one night to see what the turnout is. Thanks, Radical. Yeah, I might as well try it, but 6 players tonight. Holy crap. And this game's aborted. So this was Penguins with the black pieces, Fantasiana with... And Fantasiana had a heck of a draw against Anakin. If you didn't see that game, that was crazy good. And, of course, we get a unrated challenge. I take unrated challenges and a level 240, right? So, on Monday night, after about a half hour to an hour of puzzles, so around 7:30 p.m. PST, come on in on Monday nights. But on these arena nights, I do the play-by-play. This is a special thing I do for everybody. And should have probably played in this one. I think you would have enjoyed it. And there's Belle and Fantasiana. Thank you, guys. Did you guys have fun? I know it was only 6 opponents, 5 other opponents, but did you have fun? So we'll go to the standings. And, of course, I boofed it again. So let me get this back. And here's our standings. And tonight, 6 players, our lowest ever since June, since I started for Love of the Game Tuesday. And we got somebody trying to challenge. So, Penguins, congratulations with the gold again. And another gold medal. I think that's 3 in a row, right? 3 in a row? That's why I said it, Beauty. That's what I said because I knew you were upset. So I knew that kind of shook you. Anakin had a great game. That was a beautiful fucking mate. Excuse me, but excuse my French. And I knew that you were a little shook up by it, so that's why I said that. And I hope you appreciate it. And I hope you're not mad at me for saying it. Because I know every once in a while, man, you just don't quit. Look at what Fantasiana's done. She just keeps at it no matter what. Very welcome, Fantasiana. So, Penguins with the gold. He called the captain. I was 21.99. I don't know if that scared people from coming in. But he is a legit player, not one of the people that used to come in and just harass us and cheat. So I don't know, that might have been the deal. So I am going to put a cap on it. I think it's going to be 1,500. I might make it 1,300 for that night, for Friday night. But I will let you know. But I do need 4 people to register that's under the cap. And then I'm not going to let anybody, and I'm going to put the cap there. Please do not come in higher. And we know we're going to have chess.com players that do it. And so if everybody helps me get those guys out of there, and hopefully we can get through it. But 8 wins tonight, 2 losses. And that's the other thing. Guys coming in, they're going 15-0 and stuff like that. I mean, it's suspect. And you never see it with these top players. They really play. They're really legit. And 8 wins, 2 losses tonight. Last 3 on fire, 23 points. Congratulations, Penguins. Great win. Alias 1634 from Hong Kong, SAR, China. 6 wins, 4 losses for the silver, 17 points at a big upset over Penguins. And Bella Maurice, 4 wins, 4 losses for 11 tonight. And struggled early, but just pulled it together, kept fighting, and man, had a great win over Penguins and a great win over Alias, correct? Absolutely. And Anakin, I wish he would have kept playing, but I understand there was only 6 people in. And Fantasiana and Anakin, friends from Indonesia, and they were battling tonight. And that game was one of the best games of the tournament. And it was crazy good. Ended up in a draw. And what a game that was. And then Anakin went at Bella. And what a pretty mate. Oh my God. That was the upset of the tournament right there. Alias beating Penguins, not as huge an upset because Alias, I report people because I want to make sure that they're straight up. I reported, Alias, and he's an established player. But based on his play, I reported him twice early on, and one was about 3 months ago. But I wanted to make sure because he plays so freaking good. And I've reported Bella. I've reported Penguins. I've reported Anakin and Fantasia when they came on. And the reason I do it is I make it safe for you guys, And I appreciate chess.com telling me keep doing it. That was about, 6-7 months ago. It makes for a fair playing field. And the more we can get it to people not cheating, more people play. And you'll see 60 players in here instead of 6. Although, I got to say, for Love of the Game Tuesday, that's the worst we've ever had. And it wasn't the worst gameplay, though. It actually was really fun to watch because I know everybody was playing straight up. I think that's the best beauty of it, is that they're all playing straight up, and all of you had fun. You guys had fun? Let me know. It was crazy. 6 players today. Oh, my God. But Penguins, International with the gold. Hong Kong SAR China, Alias 36 with the silver. France with the bronze. Bella Maurice, the 1360 with 11 points. And the bronze. Congratulations to those winners. Congratulations to Anakin and Fantasia. What a game they played. And Anakin taking Bella to the house. That was a great one. And then Bella turning around and saying, I'm not quitting, and freaking it taking it to the house to Alias and Penguins. What a great game. Elias had fun, but he wasn't playing. I appreciate it. On Friday, we're going to put a cap in, and hopefully, it's going to be lower. So that's when all the damn 2,000 cheaters. I wish I had a boot button so I could knock people out, but I'll put the Elo up in the club and in Discord. I'll put it up in Discord, and hopefully people will watch it. And hopefully we can get people out of there if they go over it. And Penguins, thank you, man. Thanks for bowing out for one day. Appreciate it, man. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. And they should come in with you anyway, because it's a pleasure to play you guys when you're playing straight up, and it's a pleasure to, and you learn stuff. You really do. A lot of these guys, they don't want to come in and they see, 1360 and the next one's 2104, but, with Alias 6034, but we've had a lot of, Sean Baroy's not here, UFC Night's not here, a lot of international play. We've got New Zealand players that come in. We've got, I'm really surprised a lot of Vietnam players were not here tonight. We usually get a lot of Vietnam, Indonesia, Philippines. A lot of Philippines players. Luke wasn't here tonight. Low-key worried Smurfs will ruin it. It could happen. It could happen. But we'll try it for one night on Friday. And I'll put it up in the description. And I'll actually put it up in the description. Instead of saying Friday Night Blitz, well, I'll probably say Friday Night Blitz, 1,400 Elo or less. And I might not put JJ's Chef Spots Palace on it. And then see if we can get it started. That's the other thing, All of you guys help get us started, so if we don't get 4, it doesn't run. But we'll try it, and see how it goes. It just ended. I didn't try. Nobody else did either. Find my device. Nobody else did either. But these guys had fun. I think everybody had fun. I think Fantasia did. I was surprised when Udos came in, and it was cool. I was like, all right, we got another person. Maybe all these people will come in. And he was gone in one game. He lost one game. He was done. So that was that. No worries. Friday night, it's going to be 1,400 or less on Friday night. On Friday night, if you came in at this time, you'd be late. Because it's going to be a 3-0 Blitz hour, so it'll be already over. It is 6:30 p.m. when I put the chat up, the pin post, and then at 7 p.m., that's when the arena starts. So 7 p.m. PST, that is West Coast. So it's Philippines, let's see, the Philippines, are they at a 4-hour difference, or are they at New York time? New York time, I think? Aren't they on the Eastern still? Not sure. I know in Indonesia right now it's morning, so not sure how many hours different time zone, but it's Pacific Standard. Yeah, you late, bro. Everybody's late. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's pretty good, though. I am glad you guys got to play. And Penguins, Alias, Bella, Anakin, Fantasia, Chess, thank you for getting it started. And Juanitas, if you come back, probably have a lot more players in. And maybe you'll come back and try it again. But thank you for coming in and making our sixth player tonight. Very much appreciate it. And I hope you all enjoy it. And congratulations again. International takes first. Hong Kong, SAR, China with the silver. France with the bronze. Indonesia, fourth and fifth. And the Philippines in sixth. And that is how, for the love of the game, on Tuesday night ended. We will see you again. It's okay. See you at the next tournament. Friday night, it's going to be 1,400 Elo or less. And I'm going to plaster it on the header. So even though we don't have a boot button to knock those guys out, I can blow up like a chipmunk really, really well. And start saying, I'm going to report you. And then they'll get all pissed at me and freaking have 6 months of fucking emails. That is a really good question. Hi, Elias, do you have any tips on pawn end games? You know what I would say, Beauty, if you have not done the lessons on chess.com, the intermediate lessons actually go into pawn end games very well. And how to break a 3-on-3 pawn end game and all sorts of stuff. They actually, I actually used it as a refresher course, and for me, and I was like, oh shoot, so there's some good things, and that's why I like the chess lessons, Even a gold membership is awesome. I mean, it's not as expensive as a diamond or a platinum, but if you get to use those chess lessons, I think more people should use the chess lessons and the chess puzzles. But I went through the advanced. I've got the little awards, and I already knew most of this stuff. And so I did it anyway. But I really like Insights. I think Insights is amazing. That's why I have a diamond membership. And the other thing I really, really like is the video openings. Haven't watched a lot of them. I only watch them on the ones I know, and I probably should watch them on a couple other ones, but they're free to diamond members, so you can go in at any time and watch a 22-minute video and really kind of look at it, and then go back and look at it again, And some of those openings, it's really informative, and it's like a master class in from a GM showing you the different lines and going over each line. It's really good. I really need to look at the Scotch Gambit again, is what I really need to do. And that's what I'm hoping for. You're very welcome. But yeah, some of them will be basic for you. And even in endgames, they have endgame lessons too. And I went and did them. And everybody that knows me, in real life, knows that my endgame is really super strong. Some of you guys that have played me, Potzer knows that my endgame is really strong. So he usually takes me out in the mid game before I get a chance to freaking do that. And the one endgame I did play him, he fucking smoked me. So he took it to the house. Should have never went and tried to see if he would take Passant, because I should have known better that he wouldn't. If he took it, it was a better position for me. If he didn't, it was a better position for him, and he made the right choice. But it was a great game, man. We were right down to the end. It was fun. So I am going to be on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for Arc Raiders. Currently it's 8:17. I've got some work to do with this, and then I might come back online and play some Arc Raiders, but I think I won't. I think I'll probably play offline tonight. I had some great freaking runs the other night. Oh my God. There's some videos. If you haven't seen my Arc Raiders, JJ plays Arc Raiders, there's some funny shit. I met Space Jesus. It wasn't good, but it was fun. Good night, beauty. Good night, Shadow and Princess. You hear that? You guys are stars. Thank you. But anyway, yeah, there's Rocketeers. Everybody calls them Space Jesus because in one shot, you ain't going to survive it. And I was on the Queen, and then everybody stopped shooting it, and then the Queen was on me, and then I had Space Jesus. And then I went around the corner and there was another Space Jesus, which I don't know how two of them got there at the same freaking time. And then I ran down it. Then I slid down a freaking dead end tunnel, which was great. But it was a pretty funny video. And then I had a great Harvester Queen event that was the coolest thing I have ever seen in the game. I mean, the game's got physics, so this giant freaking mech with spider legs as a queen, and it didn't like me shooting at it, and it came right over the top, and it was so realistic that, and the cinematics are so realistic, and it uses real physics. The engine uses real physics, and they give different brains, what they call brains, to each arc. Some of them have multiple ones. So to the point where they adapt every time you play. And that's why every time you go out there in the game, it's totally unique. And then you got to worry about other players shooting you in the back along with the arc, which is incredibly difficult as well. And then you've got real sounds. So now you're paranoid because you're all of a sudden hearing a blade of grass or a freaking shoe on a metal freaking plate or something. And it's quite the game. And so, check out the JJ Plays Arc Raiders. I've got some good shorts up there, and you might laugh at them. And I do use foul language. I apologize for that, but in the heat of the moment, and I'm old, and it scares me at times, and so I just blurt stuff out. I don't mean to, but I think you'd enjoy those clips. So I'm going to probably play some Arc Raiders, but I want to get my chess channel up, maintained, and then go on Twitch and get the schedule up for tomorrow. It will be at 8 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to take the day off. Got to do some things. Got to do some errands. And hopefully you guys have a great Wednesday. We'll see you on Friday. We're going to cap it at 1,400 Elo or less and see what happens. And congratulations to Penguins, Alias, Bell, Anakin, Fantasiana, and Juanudos, because I very much appreciate that you all tried to play tonight. And I hope you had a blast. I did, calling it. It was actually really fun. Stress-free, baby, stress-free. So you guys have a great one. Elias, Profiteer, Radical, everybody. Penguins, thank you so much. Congratulations again on gold. Bella, great performance hanging in there. And that was a great job. And Alias, what a performance, like always. Boy, you're a good player. Anakin pulling off one of the best upsets. Bill Marie's pulling off another upset. And Alias pulling off an upset against Penguins. I mean, it was a lot of fun tonight. We'll see you on the flip side. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys take care.